Top 10 essay topics about evidence-based practice. Promoting evidence-based practice in the workplace. Evidence-based practice, EBP, refers to interventions for which researchers have provided sufficient evidence proving their positive outcomes. In this paper, you can discuss the significance of promoting evidence-based practice in healthcare organizations. Further, outline how to support EBP at the system, organizational, and point-of-care levels. Qualitative research studies and evidence-based practice. Qualitative research has long been considered inferior to quantitative methods due to its reliance on subjective, self-reported data. Qualitative studies are vital in nursing since they help understand patient experiences. In your paper, you can analyze how this research type facilitates the transition of EPB into clinical practice. Barriers to evidence-based practices. In this paper, you can explore the barriers to adopting evidence-based practice in nursing care. Consider issues like nurses' lack of power to modify care procedures, inapplicability of research results to particular clinical settings, and inadequate facilities. How can healthcare organizations overcome these barriers and improve patient care? Evidence-based practice, autism management in children. Here, your task is to research evidence-based practices for managing children with autism. Some options you can consider include social skills training, prompting, peer-based instruction, and functional behavior assessment. Explore the purpose of each intervention and its expected outcomes. Palliative care, evidence-based practice. In this essay, you can explore evidence-based practices for providing high-quality palliative care. Alternatively, you can argue why EBP can be inapplicable to this type of care. Consider reasons such as the difficulty finding research samples, high attrition rates in studies, and the complexity of end-of-life care. Hand hygiene as an evidence-based practice. Hand hygiene is a long-established evidence-based practice for preventing infections. In your paper, you can focus on how to encourage healthcare workers to improve their hand hygiene. Discuss the causes of poor hygiene in nurses and other medical workers and the potential benefits of its improvement. Cognitive behavior therapy as evidence-based practice. Cognitive behavior therapy is an evidence-based intervention for many conditions, such as PTSD, depression, insomnia, and anxiety. In your paper, you can explore the general positive effects of this therapy as established by research evidence. Alternatively, you can focus on the effectiveness of this treatment in managing a specific condition. Ethics in evidence-based practice implementation. Surprisingly, even practice grounded in thorough research evidence can raise ethical concerns. In your essay, you can explore issues such as violated patient autonomy in making healthcare decisions or inadequate funding of treatments for rare diseases with insufficient evidence. How can healthcare professionals overcome these issues and ensure high quality and ethical care? Sepsis in the elderly, evidence-based practice. Older adults are vulnerable to infections due to age-related changes. However, infections in this population are often difficult to diagnose due to unusual symptoms. Moreover, managing sepsis in older adults is challenging because of an increased risk of side effects and adverse drug interactions. You can explore evidence-based practices for addressing these issues in your paper. Evidence-based practice in the intensive care unit. For this topic, you can explore the challenges of implementing evidence-based practice in the intensive care unit. Discuss organizational barriers, such as lack of trained staff, resource limitations, insufficient leadership support, and lack of motivation. Then, describe individual challenges, like heavy workload and a lack of nurses' computer and searching skills.